I want to make a quick comment on Amber Rose and this Matt Walsh controversy. I watched Amber Rose's speech. My wife and I watched it. We thought that Amber Rose's speech was absolutely amazing. She did an incredible job. She was genuine. She was inspiring. And a lot of us who were not Trump supporters at first, or people who have come from the left, people who grew up believing that Democrat is the only way, can identify with what Amber Rose said. I remember the first time I woke up from being like, dang, I've been lied to. They've been lying to us. I remember rejecting the Republican Party. I remember having a pass, gold teeth in my mouth, young savage on my stomach. I remember being somebody different than I am today. So when I see Amber Rose with the tattoo on her forehead, her checkered past, I'm smart enough to realize that there's enough room in the fold for people to come out of that and to wake up to the truth. And kudos to her for being bold and courageous and telling the truth and standing up and being a conservative. That's far more courageous than a person that has been a conservative their whole life. They work in conservative media. They can give their conservative opinions, and all their friends and advertisers and everybody are conservative. You live in an echo chamber. Nobody around you, nobody that you know in the last 25 years are going to contest anything you say. They're hoorah, hoorah, we love you, we support you, Matt Walsh. Now, I don't know his past, but that's the vibe that he give me. And somebody like Amber Rose is like, you know how many people gonna trash her? How many people ain't gonna want to work with her no more? How many people gonna talk trash about her? How many people gonna turn their back on her? You know, she's in an industry where it takes a lot to actually be bold enough to say, I'm gonna support Trump. And clearly, let me just say this, Donald Trump likes her. Donald Trump invited her to Mar-a-Lago, not you. So clearly there are people that wake up, and we should give room for people to wake up and change. And Matt Walsh's take on Amber Rose and other people who disagree with Amber Rose being able to speak at the RNC, they're just lost in this gatekeeping mentality. Listen, bruh, if somebody's saying I'm a Christian and they continue to do ungodly things, and they're unrepentant and they don't even care, then that's a different conversation. That's a conversation where we say, hey, look, you're not a Christian if you acted like this. But to be a Republican, anybody can be a Republican. You could be a gay Republican. You could be a trans Republican. Ain't nobody care. Do you agree with 80% of what I believe? Then we ain't got no beef like that. I don't agree with gay marriage. I don't agree with none of that gay stuff. I don't agree with abortion or none of that stuff. But what's her name? Tommy Lahren is a conservative. Tommy Lahren is pro-choice. I don't care. She could be a Republican and be pro-choice. That's just one take that I disagree with her on. 99% of the things she say, I agree. There's people that I disagree with a few people. Matt Walsh is wrong. And Bryson, you my dog, but I disagree with you. There ain't nothing wrong with Amber Rose doing a speech at the RNC. And somebody say, well, she's not conservative. Well, she voting for Trump. Trump ain't really that conservative. If you want to keep it real, is Trump really that conservative? Come on, let's have this conversation. Is Trump really that conservative? Trump is pro-choice. He mentioned that he's okay with abortions by mail, which is 2/3 of all abortions. Donald Trump don't have a problem with gay marriage. Am I gonna not vote for Donald Trump because he's not a staunch Christian and he's not as conservative as me? No, bro. His good outweighed the bad. I'm still gonna vote for him even though I disagree with him on certain policies.
Ain't this the same dude that gave old girl a pass for saying the N-word? Man.
Can y'all explain to me why conservatives be doing that? Like, we'll be like, all right, they may have some points, and we can understand where they're coming from. Then they'll jump out and be like, yeah, we don't care if you call us a nigger. We gonna support everything that's anti-black, and then expect people to be like, no, they not bootlicking. Like, what is with that? Like, why do they do that?
That's politics.
Same reason why a racist football team full of white kids, they finally let a black kid come into school. They hate him, but that motherfucker the best running back, and they gonna root for that motherfucker as long as they win a championship. But they hate the motherfucker.
That's politics now.
You doing whatever the hell you got to do to win, and you're gonna bend the rules. You're gonna bend your beliefs. You're gonna bend your faith, as long as your bottom line get answered. I don't see why that's so hard to see.
I guarantee he said some shit.
It's hard to respect.
I guarantee
It's not hard to see. It's hard to respect.
He's
Hey,
talking that shit about Amber Rose.
Man, to the point with Chicago really before that clip played. That's for me, that's one of the biggest issues as to why I do give the pushback, because most black people, they don't know the policies that Biden stands for or talks about. They don't even watch the debates or any of the stuff that he gets on camera and says. The problem was that a lot of people, the majority of people, black people, was listening to the media saying that this man is racist. He's racist. He's racist. He's a problem to society and diplomacy and all this other stuff. Not they couldn't tell you one thing that he's done that's racist. I ask people all the time, well, what do you do that's racist?
Took out a 2-page periodical in the New York Post for 5 black youths to get executed with the Rife police force that went straight to the top. Then he took out a next one once asked while he was the president. Let me finish. He said they probably did something when asked to apologize for what he did in the past. That was a white man showing white privilege. He can go in a paper and take a 2-page article and say, kill them niggas.
He said, kill them niggas.
Okay.
It was a.
I didn't
you see what he
that.
doing now? You see what he doing now? That's why I can't have discussions. That's why I can't have discussions.
Did he
You got to quote him the right way, though, man. You can't just.
It's a very simple question. Did he say kill them niggas?
Hell no, he didn't say that.
Okay, so
then.
he's gonna jump over the 90.
So that's
did
my
he ask
argument,
me a question?
Bro.
I swore he just asked me a question.
Bro, listen to what you
ask me a question?
Encouraging. You're strengthening my entire point as to why I do.
Did you ask me a question?
Yeah, but let him answer, Viz. If you ask him something, you gotta let him speak.
All right, I did.
No, you didn't.
Go. What else you got to say? What else?
No.
What else did you do?
You were trying to be polarizing. But if you did do the research rather than talk most of your feelings,
what else, bro?
Okay,
go
so
ahead.
I can't get it out. I could never get it out because he would never go. He would never go.
You didn't proceed.
Prayers don't say it. I say it. Pause.
I dropped it in the back for you, Viz. If you really concerned.
Yeah, there's a whole Fox article that highlights and outlines all the racist shit.
Sweeney, why you doing all that? Because I know Viz ain't gonna do it.
I'm finna look at it now.
Is it true or false that he took out a 2-page article in the Post asking for the execution of the 5 Central Park youths?
So question: the 5 Central Park, those were the 5 kids that the white woman said that raped them or something, right? Or beat them,
which was found to be a lie, and it went all the way up in the police force because they had to put it on someone. Then decades later, she finally admitted she lied. Right. And the police force and everybody was in on it, and none of them got in trouble. And while Trump was the president, it was brought to his attention because everyone in New York knew he did it. He took that 2-page article out. So are you going to give a formal apology? He said, no, they probably did something.
That's what he said.
That can be researched, but you're not going to research it. You know what? You're going to go off your feelings. But when you have somebody, when you have somebody in this panel that actually does the research, because I'm still waiting for your fact checks. The only one that I give you credit for is that gun thing that you did God knows how many moons ago. Everything else is feelings off the top of your head.
Bro, you're emotional every single time.
Okay, so just leave it at me. I will never vote for a man that tried to put my people down. in many different ways. Also, Biden, the 94 crime bill. I will never forgive him for that, but I give him leniency because I trust who's around him.
Wow.
He's decrepit. He's old.
Wow.
Wow, what? Wow, what? Wow, what?
Wow.
Wow, what?
Dude,
you don't do no research, Viz.
Dude been doing that since the 70s, bro.
Okay, wait. You
like,
don't do no
now.
research, Viz. I've proved it time and time again. You just come up here with your feelings, but that's fine.
What research have you done? What research are you talking about?
Well, he did kind of just outline an instance where Donald Trump was racist, and then we just posted
No, he didn't. And he talked about. Listen, the ad said bring back. Literally, the ad said, if I recall, bring back the death penalty, bring back our police. That's what the ad said.
The ad also, Shannon, it also said we don't need to stop police brutality because that's getting in the way of police doing their job.
Got it. No, I hear you. So that's what the ad said. But
I would say that it is.
You gotta understand something. Listen to me. Also, the 94 crime bill was 30 years ago. Biden was younger than me when he made that. He wasn't old and decrepit when he did that. He was in his right mind when he did that. When we were super predators and he sent all my homies to prison for on the three strikes law. All that kind of stuff. So
don't forget when he said he didn't want his kids to be raised in a racial
all of that.
jungle.
All of that.
Like,
so basically, all of these motherfuckers ain't no good. But so I think, Kenny, when you say I'm giving him a pass, you giving him a pass today, or you giving him a pass in '94? Because if you're giving him a pass in '94, don't do that. Just like we shouldn't give Trump a pass in '80, whatever it was, and when he put that ad out. Basically, none of these motherfuckers like us.
Okay.
None of us is invited to dinner.
Agreed.
With none of them. So if we gotta pick somebody, who do you pick?
Agreed.
Do you pick the one that was? Do you pick the? Because because Kenny, you are very passionate about you are from New York. I hear you. I think you live, you bleed, you are staunch New York. You are a New Yorker for real, and you care about your people in New York. And so, for somebody that's try to put your people in jail, that's especially from New York, and then had no remorse for it when it was exonerated and was proven not guilty. He was like, oh, well, you know what? They did something wrong. Fine. Well, they got off on that. Okay, well, fine. Keep them in jail anyway. I get where you're coming from. On the flip side, other people are saying, damn, man, my uncle is still in prison because of what Joe Biden did. My uncle's still in prison today. He should be he should get out. But he can't get out because Joe Biden's policies put him in thousands and killed a lot of brothers too. Maybe Trump wanted them to bring the death penalty back, but Joe Biden's policies has literally killed black people. And so who do we give a pass to? I say we don't give a pass to none of them. But if we got to vote for one of them, Kenny, which one do we vote for?
I'm voting for Biden because I pointed out the facts as for what the economy is doing. Someone gave me his feelings rather than go and research it.
I'm not.
And I actually put it
off of policy and what I've experienced over the past 4 years.
I don't care what you say, Viz.
That's all it is.
I actually put it in King Talk so that you can research it, and if you found any discrepancies, you can get back at me. But did you? You just made.
I just got one thing to say.
That's the only thing I heard you just do with accuracy.
I got one thing to say about this.
Hold on, Darwin. If you send me a thing saying that gas is down, is the cheapest that it's been in God knows how long, and I was just in Chicago, and I had to pay almost $5 for regular gas when I was paying two something for it. There's no way that says that the economy is better, bro.
What does
Let me finish. If I'm going to the grocery store, it was just a video on TikTok of this dude. He pulled up an old receipt that he had at Walmart where he spent like $175 on groceries. He redid it today, and it was like $4 something.
What causes inflation, Viz? Or what's one of the main indicators?
Policies and spending money, all of that.
The circulation of supply of currency. Who released the largest circulation of supply of currency in the last 12 to 15 years? Trump did.
But what I wanted to say, man, about these statements, I keep hearing repetitively. Do your research. Research this. Look at the statistics. How do we know that the people who conducted that research is aligned with what we? Okay, never mind. You ain't got to go there.
No, but you don't. You're right. I hear what you're saying, Darwin. How do we know that?
I'm saying what I'm saying. I think it takes away our individual, our ability to just think for ourselves. When every time we want to make a point on what we believe, we got to point to what somebody else went in the trenches and did the work to gather up, and then we got to just have faith in that. You know what I'm saying? Like when we can just sit here as men and fucking talk to each other and see things how we see. It's almost like we ain't intelligent enough as black men to come here and just talk to one another and see things how we see it. We got to go look at some shit some other man, probably a white man that don't even give a fuck about us, wrote down. We don't know how to, we can't even check that data. The same people who dismiss what's written in the Bible, the same people looking at statistics. If you're going to dismiss what's written in the Bible, dismiss the statistics too. It's the same motherfuckers as printing that.
But I don't think.
But I'm just saying, it's the same. It's around the same spectrum of how you record data.
No.
Darwin, do you want to do everything anecdotal? Do you want to say, okay, cool, I don't fuck them statistics, man. How much does a carton of eggs cost me? What does a gallon of milk cost me? What does the gas cost me?
I would listen.
Is that what you're saying?
I would rather if it was just one person up here speaking, then going by statistics and all this other stuff is cool. But when we got 10 motherfuckers on here that can go out here every day and got 24 hours of the day to go have their own experience and come back and say and report on what they see, I think that's way better than looking at a fucking stat and waiting on somebody to update it in 2024. Way better.
Come on, Bruiser. Come on.
Yeah, I'm looking at some of.
I had an argument with Tweety. I had an argument with Tweety. He pulled up a 2019 stat on some relationship shit, and I went and had in 2024 in real time spoke to over 50 people in the past month. And I got different numbers than the fucking shit that was reported in 2019, and he challenged me on it. I'm like, what the fuck is we supposed to do, bro? We don't have to be limited to something somebody else was recording. In order for us to move the needle, we can move the needle on our own by going out in the trenches and doing the work. That's all I'm saying.
The Bruiser, nobody's talking about.
We're not talking for doing that work, but man, look,